On today's episode of Identity, champion for community and entrepreneur development, Hlengiwe Zondo pops by for coffee. We hang out with the youth group in KwaMashu, KZN. What's Appening features the review of an app for dessert lovers and a book by a local author. And we wrap up the show with a track from RJ Benjamin and Wanda Baloyi.
I am an individual with an imagination. My inner faith illuminates innovations. In a space with infinite inspiration, I was born free from all incarceration. Incredible, living infallibly, intelligent, outshine with my inner being. This is me, impeccable as ever been. I am you, you are me. This is my identity.
Hello and welcome to Identity, the multi-faith youth show that aims to shine the spotlight on the spiritual, community and cultural practices of Mzansians youth. I'm your host, Viwe Gxwala. Today, the world celebrates World Food Day. Established in 1979 in honor of the creation of the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, this day aims to promote and encourage action against hunger. One of the most basic human rights is the right to food, and this day highlights the need to ensure food security for all. Njengeqela le-Identity, sifuna ukuqhubekeka ngokudlala indima yethu yokuqinisekisa ukuba izidingo zenu zomoya zanele ngoniphathela undwendwe onomfutho, amabali ethu kwaye nee-reviews zethu. Ngaloo ntetho ke, thathani ikomiti yenyekofu nizitike ngokutya komoya esiniphathele kona. Masiqale ngokudibana nondwendwe lwethu namhlanje. I think it's safe to say that the young woman joining me for coffee today is a born entrepreneur. Hlengiwe Zondo is the CEO of the African Reflections Group, an interior design firm that aims to add life and character into various spaces in the residential, retail and commercial spheres. She's also spent a few months as a global operations manager of an initiative that gives entrepreneurs an opportunity to travel across Africa and the globe with the aim of exposing them to the latest technology, innovation and business practices. And between all the work she takes on, she still finds the time to perform her presidential duties at the Hlengiwe Medical Care Foundation, whose primary focus is providing medical care for underprivileged children in Africa. Talk about a woman on a mission to make a difference on the continent. Hlengiwe, welcome to Identity.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Okay, let's talk about your upbringing. Ukhule kanjani nokuthi ukhulele kuphi?
Well, I was born in Ladysmith, but raised in Pietermaritzburg. I am the eldest of 5 children, and really my upbringing is one of a loving home where there was always a lot of people in the house, be it nuclear family, extended family, family friends. It was always a full house. I was really just raised by superheroes, my mom and dad.
Oh, that's sweet. So tell us about your spirituality. How was it introduced in your life, and what significance does it have in your life right now?
Well, initially it was more going to Sunday school with the parents. I really didn't have a revelation or understanding of what it was all about until I gave my life to the Lord in high school. And really before that, it was just doing what the family was doing, and until I had a personal encounter. And it was only then where even the scripture and such things came to life for me.
Okay, and let's get into the entrepreneurship space, because that's what I want to find out about you. In my intro, I touched up on your work and the kind of work that you do, but I want to find out what led you into being an entrepreneur.
Well, it was a number of things, really. How I came to the entrepreneurship space was pretty much how I even found Christ. When I said earlier on, I gave my life to the Lord when I was in high school. And giving your life to the Lord at such a tender age isn't really the coolest thing that you can do when you wear glasses and braces. But what it taught me was really just understanding and being comfortable in being different. And I think that's the one thing I got from that. It kind of eventually translated when I entered the corporate space, where I felt like, you know, this has been stated as a norm, but I'm not quite comfortable with this norm. I'm made from a different cloth. And so that really was how it came about. And so I worked for a logistics company after I finished my studies at UKZN. And after I was with the corporate for 4 years, I actually felt like there was more that I had to offer. And I felt like I was in a taxi that was going to KwaMashu when I wanted to go to Mlazi. And so I had to make that decision of, do I just continue on this path that's been set, or do I actually follow my own path and make sure that I honor my truth.
Let's speak about your organization, African Reflections Group. What inspired the name and what inspired its inception?
Well, there's a TED talk that's been given by Chimamanda Ngozi, The Danger of a Single Story. And in there, she talks about the world's perception of Africa, which is depicted as very much a place of hunger, poverty, disease, everything negative. And so what it is that we're doing is really just bringing a new narrative and emphasizing the different story that Africa has to offer, which is one of an effervescent people, vibrancy, we have value to bring to the table, an Africa that's looking for trade, not aid. And so really that's what it is. It's a reflection of Africa that's positive, and really what our generation is all about, bringing value to the table and making a difference.
Why is it so important for you to bring a different perspective on the African continent and its people? Why is it so close to your heart?
It's something that's very close to my heart because first and foremost, it's home. And besides it being home, I know from the few years that I've been on this earth what Africa has to offer. And it's time the world really took notice, and when we come and bring value to the table, it's not Africa in a light where we are being pitied, but as opposed to people who offer something that is of substance and of value. And really that is how we are the future leaders of the country, and we need to first and foremost see ourselves in a positive light before the world can. And so really that's why it's so important to me.
Is this the reason why you then went on to co-author a book? And please tell us more about it.
Okay, so I'm part of a community called the Global Shapers Community. Okay. And really what that is it's young people that have come together in wanting to change the state of the nation for the better. State of the world, actually, for the better. It was a collaborative effort from over 30 countries in Africa. And we came together and we said, listen, we say as young people, we have a voice. We want to be heard on specific issues, and that's what the book has been. And so there I speak to intra-Africa trade, business development, and education reform, which are things that are close to my heart.
All right. And speaking about things that are close to your heart, you started Hlengiwe Medical Care Foundation. Please let us know about it and what services does it offer?
What it is what we do there is we provide clothes, food, medical care, as well as books to children and charity children's homes around the country. And what it is really just us wanting to make a difference there. I don't work by myself. I work with my sister who's in Cape Town, Siwe, a lady called Zintle in Pietermaritzburg, and a guy called Stelo here in Joburg.
Okay, Hlengiwe, you seem like a person that, as you say, that's very passionate about giving back. Yeah. Why is it important for you to give back, especially for other young people who are looking at you and inspired by your story to actually give back to community initiatives such as yours?
Because I really feel like sometimes we undervalue the importance of our area of influence and the little impact that we can make in the bigger scheme of things. A drop in the ocean is still a drop. An ocean is made of many drops. And so if we can appreciate the value that our little drop brings to the entire picture, the bigger scheme of things, and that's when we'll understand that what we bring and what we do in our area of influence will have a ripple effect on other places. And so that's why even with the things that I do, I really just say, this may seem small to me, but I'm going to do it anyway, and in hope that someone else also feels like in their area of influence that they can contribute, and eventually we are going to change the state of the world for the better.
What words of inspiration would you give to young people at home who are truly inspired by your own light and your own story?
Well, I'll say a number of things. I'd say, first and foremost, die empty. Die having explored and exhausted every dream and godly desire that burns within you. Don't get to the end of your life and be living in regret. And then I would also say that it's important that we need to understand that life is going to throw lemons our way. Challenges and hurdles will be there. It's important that you get better, not bitter. Use your experiences to grow yourself and develop yourself into a better human being. Last but not least, I would definitely tell them to be bold, be fearless, and know that they are greatness. Playing small serves nobody, and so they need to be great.
Those are characteristics that you definitely possess.
Thank you.
We're actually going to get into our quick word game, and it's called Choose My Ketela.
Okay.
So we're not all that serious here on Identity. We also have a bit of fun, right? So I'll ask you questions, and you need to answer me as quickly as possible by choosing one over the other.
Okay, great.
All right. Overdressed or underdressed?
Overdressed.
Weave or braids?
Braids.
Ugqom or umaskandi?
Umaskandi.
Okay. Bangkok or Knysna?
Knysna.
Hlengiwe Medical Care Foundation or African Reflections Group?
Oh no, you can't do that. You
One
can't do
or
that.
the
It's like having two children and having to choose between them. I love them both equally.
Okay, we'll accept that because we're gracious like that on Identity.
Oh, thank
you
you
so much for joining us, Hlengiwe, and keep the light shining.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
uHlengiwe unomfutho nyani ngeAfrika nabantu bayo kwaye sibona ikamva eliqaqambileyo ngobomi bakhe nabo abamngqongileyo simnqwenela impumelelo njengoba ezawuqhubekeka. Join me after the break for a look at today's regional story, which features a group of young people in KZN's KwaMashu area who are using their talents for good. And be sure not to miss today's media review segment. Today we check out an app to help you create low-calorie delectable desserts and a book by Hloniphile Dube. See you in a moment.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Welcome back to Identity right here on SABC Mzansians show with me, Viwe Gxwala. Thank you for staying tuned. Today's story takes us to the streets of KwaMashu in KwaZulu-Natal. Inspired by a passion for the betterment of the young people around him, Mzansians started a group that helps not only keep the youth in his community off the streets, but harnesses their artistic skills and gives them a sense of self-worth. Let's check out his inspiring story.
This is my identity.
The Durban township of KwaMashu is known for its lively performing arts and cultural scene, and Mzansians is determined to keep that legacy alive. As a professional actor, he has chosen to use his skills and talent to mold the children in his community into future leaders in the performing arts.
Before the production iqale engqondweni mina bekuyiphupho nje leminyaka ukuthi ngelinye ilanga ngivule i-group. Iqale ngo-2011 iqale la KwaMashu. Inhloso nje bokuvula i-group ngikwazi ukusiza abantu. Ngona ukuthi ngibukile nje lokushini ukuthi ziningi into ezizakalayo ezingekho right. So into wrong zigcina sezi-right kwi-youth ngase ngithi ake ngenze i-impact nami ngeke ngiqoqe le youth ngiyenzise into right ngipholishe ama-talent wawo ukuze akwazi ukuba expose akwazi umuntu aphumelele ngethalent lakhe. I-Forza Production isiza umphakathi wakwaMashu iqoqa i-youth yakwaMashu namaphethelo ithengu nje lonkana kodwa nje i-base kaMashu idila ne-dance ne-acting ne-poetry no-music ngoba umsebenzi wethu usascarce. So umuntu uyakwazi ukublenda mayekwazi ukudansa kufuneka ama-dancers uyakwazi ukuthi makufuna i-poetry uyakwazi ukuthi atholakale uyakwazi ukuthi makufuna ama-actors atholakale futhi lowo muntu akawusweli umsebenzi kalula ngoba ukwazi ukwenza konke lokho.
I-Forza Production ishintsha kakhulu entsheni abantu abasebancane ukuthi bengabuvanzi nanokuthi bengenzi izinto ezirong ngesikhathi esi-right. Njengokuthi umuntu mebuya esikoleni uzokwazi ukuthi aphume ekhaya ngathi uya kwenye indawo kanti uyazini ukuthi uya kwenye indawo. Phume ekhaya straight uyahamba i-rehearsal direct uyamtshela umzali ukuthi okwi-rehearsal so awunayo i-chance ukuthi uthi uye-rehearsal kanti uya kwenye indawo.
Yebo, i-Forza Productions ine-impact emphakathini kakhulu ngoba iy'ngane ziyakhula ngokwe-talent nangokwe-skills. Before ngifike kwi-Forza Productions bengumuntu ongazazi ukuthi yini ayithandayo noma mhlawumbe ugude kwini in terms of ama-talent, but ngafika kwi-Forza Productions ngase ngafunda ukuthi kahle kahle ngikwazi uku-acta.
Ngize ngivume ukuthi ingane yami ize la kwi-Forza Production ngezwa umlungisi engichazela ukuthi iy'ngane zakhe ziyayimisela nenhlonipho zenayo azele novansi ngesikhathi ayifuna ngaso suke zikhona ngesikhathi sesikole suke sesikoleni ziyakwazi ukwehlukanisa okuhle nokubi. Ngase ngiyavuma ukuthi neyami unsindiso eze la.
Kumnandi usebenza nabo because ba-challenging ba-complicated ngale ndlela. So kumnandi umuntu umbambe esesikoleni ngoba ifocus yesikole iyaqala iyashifta nefocus yekusasa iyaqala iyashifta iwele endaweni erong. Manje uma ubabambe besalapho ngoba kuthiwa ugotshiswa amanzi kuba lula ukuthi ahambe nayo njalo i-career yakhe noma i-talent lakhe azowuphumelela ngalo ngoba umbambe la akufanele ashintshe khona ngoba sibe siba-advise futhi ngawo ama-careers ngekusasa ukuthi ilinto emi kanjani kahle kahle. So kulula ukusebenza nabo.
Ubhuti Mlungisi njengobaba kakhulu kunokuthi abe udirector kuona wonke ama-member we-Forza Production ngoba ukuthatha akubeke la eduzane ukuze ezokwazi ukuthi ekwazi kahle nawe ukwazi futhi ukuthi umazi kahle khona sokwakha lo akuthembana njengama-artist.
Ngiyayibona ngilandela inyathelweni zikaMlungisi Ndebele ngoba sinephupho elicishe elifane since ngiyi-actor naye actor even though phela yena esengena emkhakheni ukuba umqondisi.
Angiyenzi into engavumelani nalento engiyitsheliwe ispirit sami. So wonke umuntu kakhulu utshela ispirit sakho uma umuntu ukuthi yenza ukuthi. So angiyenzi ephikisana nento esho ispirit sami njengomuntu. Siyazi ukuthi uNkulunkulu uyena osipha ubuciko esinabo njengoba nabayi abayiciko wakhanda umuntu. Futhi thina ama-artists sinobudlelwano obukhulu noNkulunkulu siyakwazi lokho ngoba uNkulunkulu waye-artist. Ingakho akwazi ukwenza umuntu owenza zonke izinto wa-creator zonke izinto. So nathi ngoba si-creative ngale ndlela si-creative ngasikwazi ukuhamba izinto ey'ngekho zibe khona. That means ubudlelwano bethu vele buncikile kakhulu uNkulunkulu. So siyazi ngoNkulunkulu ngasonke isikhathi ukuthi sigayiqa uyena. Sikhonza nje uNkulunkulu sonke. Masithandaza umuntu uthandaza uNkulunkulu wakhe ngendlela athandaza ngayo kodwa asicwasani ngokwenkolo ngoba siza umphakathi. Ngifisa ukubona wonke umntwana waseNingizimu Afrika elandela iphupho lakhe. Kungabi abantwana baseNingizimu Afrika abagcwele emgwaqeni. So kusifiso sami nje ukuthi ngasonke isikhathi especially laba engisebenza nabo nabanye bekwazi ukuthi beshintshane bebodwa beyushintsha umphakathi waseNingizimu Afrika ube yilento okufanele ngabe uyiyona njengeyiphiwo zethu esaphiwa zona uNkulunkulu. Ngifisa ukuthi iForza Production isabalale igcwale iNingizimu Afrika yonke. Nama-actors lawo esinawo kwaForza akwazi ukwenza i-impact kwi-economy of the country.
This is my identity.
Ikamva lesizwe sethu lisezandleni zolutsha. Kuyakhuthaza ukubona abantu abatsha bezimisele ngokwenza izenzo ezinemiphumela emihle kubomi babantu abaninzi. Enkosi kuMlungisi Ndebele neqala lakhe eForza Productions ngokwabelana nathi ngelibali elimandi kangaka. Remember that you too can share your story with our Mzansians viewers. All you have to do is send a detailed email to identitytvshow@gmail.com. And who knows, our team might just take a short left to your hood soon. It's time to take one more break. When we return, we take a look at today's media review segment, which features an app that offers yummy dessert recipes and a book by a local author. We'll be right back.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Welcome back to Mzansi's favorite multi-faith youth show right here on SABC 1 Mzansians. This is Identity and I'm Viwe Gxwala. Today's show got off to a great start with an eye-opening chat with entrepreneur Hlengiwe Zondo. We then took a short left to KZN's KwaMashu township for an artistic experience. Now it's time to check out what we have in store for you in today's media review segment. It's time for What's Appening. When you're trying to stay healthy and stick to a healthy diet, sometimes the only option you have is to skip desserts and treats. Well, the app we're reviewing today will switch things up for you. It's an app that will help you make low-calorie desserts without skimping on flavor. It's called Clean and Green Healthy Dessert Recipes. The Clean and Green Healthy Dessert Recipes app is a collection of sweet treat recipes to help you satisfy your cravings with fewer calories. The homepage offers 4 options, namely chocolate, baking, fruit, and the rest. To get started, select your preferred option, scroll through the list of recipes provided, and select one that beckons to your sweet tooth. Each recipe offers a description of the dessert, the number of servings you can expect from the recipe, the number of calories per serving, a list of ingredients, and detailed preparation and cooking instructions. You also have the option to share your recipe with your family and friends. All you have to do is scroll down and click the Share Recipe option to share it via email or social media, or to add it to your reminders or notes. If you'd like to refer to the recipe at a later stage, simply favorite it by clicking on the star icon, and just like that, it's added to your top-rated recipe collection. Treat yourself to some yummy, low-calorie desserts with the help of the Clean and Green Healthy Dessert Recipes app.
Ndicinga ukuba itsho ngqo kumke lo app njengoba sawungene holiday nje. Masingene kwi-review yethu elandelayo. Yincwadi yolutsha eqonda nokunika imigomo nomfutho wokuphila ubomi obunegqibo. Ibizwa Atom Smashing Power of Mind ebhalwe nguHloniphile Dube. Atom Smashing Power of Mind is a motivational book written by young author Hloniphile Dube and is dedicated to fellow young minds with the aim of inspiring them to change their way of thinking. The book is divided into 12 powerful chapters and touches on topics such as life begins at the end of your comfort zone, dare to be different, and success is you. The author starts the book off on an inspirational and unconventional note by taking the modern-day slang term SHAP and creating a powerful acronym. Using research statistics such as the prevalence of HIV amongst young people, she also drives certain points home in an impactful manner. Throughout the book, the author highlights important issues that affect today's youth, with one chapter of the book dedicated to unpacking the importance of practicing and staying true to African languages and cultures. Education, success, and friendship are also touched on in this book. The author concludes the book on an uplifting note, real-life stories from individuals who have faced different struggles and come out victorious. For a fresh take on living life as a young person in the 21st century, get yourself a copy of Atom Smashing Power of Mind by Hloniphile Dube. This evening, the Jewish community begins the week-long observance of Sukkot, also known as the Feast of Tabernacles. This observance has a dual significance. The first is a historical commemoration of the 40 years in which the Israelites wandered the desert, and the second is an agricultural harvest festival of Thanksgiving. We wish our Jewish viewers a blessed and joyous Sukkot. Sifike ekugqibeleni kwenkqubo yethu namhlanje ye-Identity. Xa nizawubhiyoza le holiday yenkolo ningasixolela ngayo. Ningasithumela incwadi ku-Dali identitytvshow@gmail.com. Ningasifumana ngokufuna i-Identity TV Show ku-Facebook, ku-Twitter naku-Instagram. Today, we play out with a track from two of the country's most gifted singers. Here are RJ Benjamin and Wanda Baloyi and their track called Dali Wami. From me, Viwe Gxwala and the Identity team, have a blessed week and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Oceans apart.